We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Isaiah Wynn, Miami Dolphins offensive lineman. He was switching, series with Liam Eichenberg at right guard. This first game he's played all season long, and he came in and had like a solid impact game. I think, it wasn't perfect from him, but for him, like being his first game back and playing in like a long time, I thought he did a good job. I think he played a big part on some of the Dolphins' biggest runs. I think he's clearly better in pass protection than Eichenberg. He's just a better athlete, plays with more power. Like overall, he's just the type of guy that you prefer, like traits-wise, at the position. He also is like helping other players out. He's looking for work. 77, just better mover in space as well. Clearly, we got to see when he was playing last year, like he's a good player at the guard position in this scheme specifically. So I'm gonna, I think, going in for the rest of the year, he should be the starter, I think, at right guard. And then going into next year, I would like to bring Wynn back as like a depth guy, and then get two new starters. Like, out of Eichenberg, Jones, Wynn, I don't mind bringing maybe like two of them back, but as long as they're like the backups, I think that's fine. They have the experience. Wynn, I think his biggest problem right now is staying healthy, but you can see the athleticism. He plays under control. He's a lot more comfortable at guard than he ever was at tackle. But overall, did like a pretty solid job in this game in multiple different areas, and I think, he played a bigger part, and like he had a really good block on this long touchdown run. Like, I wouldn't say like every block in the run game was like way better than Liam or anything like that. Like, because Liam had some good blocks in the running game in this game too. But this is like the difference is like when he has like a really quality rep and you're able to combine this is like just three guys doing a great job out here. It's Julian Hill kicking out Nick Bosa. It's Lamb climbing to the second level and, doing a good job on Warner creating displacement. And it's Isaiah Wynn just reach blocking on a like a 3 technique right here. So he has to get the outside half of him, attack, boom, get off the ball with solid get off. Like, he gets off the ball pretty quick here. Like, you can see, like, compared to everyone else, he's one of the fastest people off the ball. And now he just sustains the block, able to continue to work to get his head across. That's what you want to do. And now get your hips across, shuffle your feet. Good technique now once he's in control and he doesn't let go of it. Like, he does a great job just hooking this. And now you have this combination on this side of basically all you needed was just someone on the back end just to get completely destroyed. And you're working off these three right here who do a good job, and they all win at the point of attack. Creates a huge lane, and then Achane gets one-on-one with a safety. He's going to beat that angle every time because he's so explosive. So it's nice to see that come into play. I think that play really boosts and gives you a lot of confidence in him, and definitely will probably help like the numbers out for when he was in the game. Like, this run went for 0, but this is like another example of him just being good on the move laterally. Wynn did most of his work at left guard last year, but he can clearly play both guard spots. Another example of him just being quick off the ball, being able to reach 99 and, strain and sustain these types of situations. Like, look how long he carries that block. Like, he's the only one that's really winning on this, like, block this time around. Niners just played up better this time. But, yeah, just another solid block in the run game. I think, Wynn does a good job in those situations. I also think in pass protection, like, whether, like, this time they slide towards him, they kept him isolated. They'll keep him isolated. They'll slide the protection away from him. They did it a lot last year. Here you get to see, like, they slide to the right. He gets hands on this guy. Knows that Brewer is going to have his back. So, like, without even looking, like, he knows Brewer's there. He's going to come off of it and then go help to Lamb on Bosa. And look at him finish this block. Absolutely puts him on the ground. I love that physicality. The Dolphins played with physicality in this game on both sides of the ball. The Dolphins' D-line was the best part of their defense yesterday. Like, Chop, Sealer, Campbell all played well. And the Dolphins' offensive line played some bully ball. They created some movement up front. It was nice to see some toughness. And it's not like the Niners are a soft team. Like, and then, like, here's an example of it. 3rd and short. Hand it off to Jeff Wilson. Look at this combo worked right here from Wynn and Lamb. Look how much movement they create on that defender. Like, this guy gets absolutely washed out of this gap. And once he's completely taken out of the way, Wynn also gets a body on Fred Warner and helps push him down the field too. Like, love the combo work there. Playing with good leverage. Just better movement skills and power all around than when Liam's in the game. Like, Liam doesn't have, like, any special traits. Well, I think Wynn is actually, like, a very good athlete for that position. Especially considering, like, his size. Like, he moves really well. Here's another example of just him being good. I love when he gets aggressive in his sets and pass protection. Like, off the play action and stuff. So he gets engaged with 93 quickly. Jump set. Boom. Hands on. Good job. He resets his hands. He plays with a good base a lot of time. And look, like, he kind of resets here. He sees how 93 is playing this. He thinks this guy might try to get to the inside. So he throws hands on Bosa, helps out Lamb, and is still able to reset and get hands on 93 and play with just under control. Like, he is not Like, the difference between, I think, Eichenberg and Wynn in pass protection is really the athleticism. Like, his balance and body control is so much better. He doesn't play over the top. He plays with good lean bend in the lower half, exactly like how you want your body proportioned. And then he's just also does some good things out in space. Here's him out on a screen, getting to Greenlaw. Takes good angles, getting body on this guy. Doesn't sustain it maybe as long as you want, but he clearly moves him out of the way, and like A-Chan is already working past him as this guy's able to get off the block. So like just getting body on people I think is better out in space. Clearly just a better fit for like what the offensive line needs at the guard position. Athleticism so huge. Like this is one of the this was his first rep of the game, and tries to work the combo, attack the low hip. He does help Lamb get control. He does get kind of tripped up and slip here. You can see he was going to get to that safety, and it would have been, it didn't really matter because the play gets blown up from other angles. But this was like his first play of the game. You want to see him stay on his feet. Unfortunate that, that kind of happens. But, you're trying to work the rust off of him. But I think for this being his first game, there's a lot of positive signs to take away. At least, going into the final 2 games of the season where Dolphins still alive. In pass protection, gives up a little bit of space here. Like he's on the backside of this. He finds 94, gets pushed back a little bit. But you can see him finish this. Once this guy tries to get up his hands, he throws him to the ground. Kind of cuts away here, so it's tough to see. But I do love that he plays as a finisher in a different physicality the Dolphins offense kind of just needs. Like this. Dolphins go play action, so they love jump setting and getting on guys. So he gets on this defensive line quick. Look at this guy has no chance. He just sticks with him the whole way. I don't even think this guy knows what the play is. It ends up, being that, 5-yard completion. But, yeah, just, good reps. Look at this. He gets up the field here. How many times have we seen this exactly with the guards in the Dolphins offense? Whether it's Liam or Robert Jones. Where, they try to shoot up field so fast because you want to reach about this guy. This guy's playing as a 2-eye, and you're on the backside of an outside zone toss play. So you're trying to reach. You want to explode off the ball. Sometimes this happens where you explode off too much, and they get back and, they replace this gap, exchange there, and then they arm over you. But look at Wynn not fall over. A lot of times they fall to the ground. So many offensive linemen do. But he stays on his feet, body control and balance. Then look at him flip his hips back around and still find this guy and able to get a body on him. So if, say A-Chan did have to cut this back here, this guy wouldn't have been in pursuit to make a play because Wynn recovered from that situation, which was really, really impressive. That's always been my favorite part about Wynn's game. I think he's just a very good athlete. And I think, he showed a pretty good work in the running game where actually I don't think he was the best run blocker last year for Miami. He actually did better work in pass protection, in my opinion. But you can just see, work the combo, help Lamb reach. So, good job here. He attacks the low hip. Boom. Helps Lamb get control very quickly with how that guy plays it. And he's able to climb to the next level, get hands on the safety. He's able to get a push on him, throw him off his path, which then, makes this guy widen and allows, A-Chan to get a better chance to make this guy miss. Would like to see Wynn sustain that block. But it is tough to get, full sustain on DBs out in space. But at least getting bodies on these people, which usually the DBs are able to just completely avoid them. Here's an example where, Wynn probably could have played this a little bit better. He does a good job versus Fred Warner initially, but it is a stunt. He's a little bit late to see Bosa. He tries to get off of it. He does get off of it just enough. You can clearly see the athleticism to at least recover just enough to slow down Bosa, to allow Tua to at least have enough time to release this ball. This was the one that Tyreek didn't end up hanging on to. But he did his job just enough. I wouldn't count this as a positive rep or anything. But it is technically a negative one. But you can still see the positives in his game. So even if he doesn't play things perfectly, just enough athleticism there. Which, if that was Liam, it would have been, perfectly. He would have got a much cleaner route to the quarterback. And then, I'm saying, jump setting. There's sliding protection to the left here. He just gets on 90 perfectly. He's just one-on-one in space. He's playing with a great base. He's not overextending. He's under control. That guy has no chance. He plays with good hand placement, good punch timing and all of those things. So yeah, I definitely like seeing Wynn in those areas. Here's another example. Boom, punch. Good job. Pass it off to Lamb. He recognizes this one much quicker. Bosa stunts to the inside. I do think Bosa still probably beats him. Tua is throwing it away anyways. But I do think Wynn recognizes it a bit faster, but he does get Bosa, who's obviously very explosive. But he's able to slow him down just enough so Tua has the chance to throw it away. Nothing was open on the play. But you can just see Isaiah Wynn's recovery skills. Here, it's the jump set. He wants to get on you in a hurry, but he's one-on-one in space. There's a lot of space to work with on here. He gets overextended, but look at the recovery. Boom, misses his initial punch. Look at his feet. ability to reset his hands, get back in position. That's really good work. Like I love this. I love recovery skills. I love people that can play with balance, body control, ability to reset your hands, bring your hips back across, and then just get in position. Because sometimes you're gonna lose. Things are not always gonna go pretty. So if you lose initially, can you make up for it? And I think Wynn has that ability, which the other guards on the roster just don't have. Like all of them are gonna have their negative reps for sure. It's just I think Wynn has the ability to make up for his negative reps. So overall, another example of him moving well out in the screen game, getting bodies on, some athletic linebackers for the Niners, pushing him out of the way, giving Johnny Smith a chance to get a field pick up 9 yards, and then just like a few quality run blocking reps, a few quality pass protection reps so you can see the recovery ability, and then that big run that he helped create that lane with Julian Hill, Kendall Lamb. Just good work all around. Clearly should be the starter, in my opinion, for the next 2 games. And then going into next year, I would like to bring Wynn back, but not as someone you should rely on as a starter because of his injury history. But I think it would be great to have him as like your third guard while you bring in 2 new guys and then potentially bring back like Robert Jones, something like that, also to be in your depth rotation because they have obviously experience within the scheme. It's not like you've seen that you can still win with them on the field. It's just not perfect, but like that's just the nature of having backup guards. It's never gonna be perfect. So you can find 2 new ones, but Wynn definitely gives you, I think, your best chance on the offensive line right now, at least going into these final 2 games. Where probably don't make playoffs, but you are still alive. So you guys are the video. Like comment and subscribe and 6 peace.